Alright, so you all have inspired me to create my own setup here. Level. And so I think first things first is I want to create a first-person character that I could just kind of use to walk around. So let's create a new folder. Let's rename that actually to player and blueprint character player character. We'll go ahead and make a player controller 1. I like adding a 1 because that way I can see if I need to cast or anything like that. Oh yeah, folder maps. This, yeah, okay, that's fine. Test map 1. Alright. So let's go into our project settings. Input, access, action mapping. What am I doing? Access mapping. Word. W. S. Usually works. S. Right. A. Grab A. I haven't figured out the shortcut to finding these right away. I know you can type D and then go in, but and the reason I'm doing A is -1 because A is left. So because it's actually a right vector that you're getting in the code. So if you hit A, you move left, which is of course negative, D positive. And what else do I want? Interact. I'll do E. What else? Ascend. Do space. And what? Descend. Do left shift, I guess. And I think that should be okay. Alright. Okay, so forward. No, wrong one. Forward and right. Actually, hold on 1 minute. Excuse me. Okay. So just do that in 1 minute. I just want to go ahead and create my folders here. Ship. And this, I think we'll make a pawn. Yeah, we'll make a pawn. Ship pawn. And this one will have the same controller as this one. So we'll have the majority of our code here. I'm gonna make a super badass ship here. Back just a little bit. Alright, and there is our badass ship. So I'll go back here. Get control rotation. Split. If I was on the right down here. Turn. Okay. Alright, so yeah, the scale value, remember I put that 1, -1. So if you're hitting A, it'll be -1, so it'll go left. If it's hitting D, the input axis will be 1, so it'll go right. Same thing with this, just forward and back. So now, if I oh yeah, right. Blueprint class, game mode base, game mode 1. And now we'll just set up our stuff here. Default pawn. Well, that's not our guy. What's going on here? Oh, it actually set it to use our game mode there. There we go. Okay. I've got movement there. Oh, I forgot a mouse input. So let me put axis. Oh dear. No. Mouse Y. This would be a mouse X. And one of them needs to be negative. I don't remember which one. So we'll go ahead and do it and then see. and not name. Oh, loop up. There we go. Oh my lord, I can't type today. There we go. Okay, yeah, so it's lookup that needs to be inverted. One. Here we go. Cool. So we made our character here. Okay. So let's work on our ship here. Obviously I'll make a better one later. I think I'm just going to do it in a simple box collision sort of way. In terms of actually getting in the ship. You just have to do it at the nose of the ship. Right? And also we're going to need a camera. So let's go ahead and grab a spring arm. A camera. The camera attached to the spring arm. And then spring arm, let's make like it's way too far. So it's actually attached to the spring arm. And we'll play with that a little bit more after. Ship. Just want to take a look here. Yeah, it's okay. Alright, so let grab our box. We can overlap. Cast to play character. Oh, I guess we could do variable. Boolean. Enable possess in the player. And we can set enable possess to true. And do the same thing, just false with the and overlap. So now go to player character here. And the reason I did this in here is because the ship pawn is going to have different controls. That's why I just didn't do it in the actual controller itself. We created that interact function, remember? So now branch, enable possess, and actually what we can also do, let's create a variable for the ship. well, let's call it current ship. And then we can just simply set this to whatever the current ship is. And then we'll go ahead and set current ship. I don't know if this is the most ideal way of doing this. I'm just kind of building it as I go. I used a reference for the player movement because I couldn't remember how to do it. So it was a while. It's been a while since I manually did it. I usually use the template. Okay, so now we have this interact stuff here. Actually, this should be in the controller. Yeah, this needs to be in the controller. Because it's the controller that's actually possessing. We'll go ahead and grab our controller here, that graph. If I could spell right, that'd be awesome. There we go. Get control pawn. Character. Let's go ahead and just do that, and then we can play. And we're going to promote that to a variable. Where. Okay. So now we don't have to worry about casting and stuff anymore. Okay, so what did I call that variable? Enable for this. Okay. Get current ship. True. And let's try it out. There we go. We're possessing it. Okay, so now just doing the ship movements and stuff. I think that's something I'm gonna want to take my time with and actually work on, but for something like simple, we can do like tick. No, I don't really want to do it this way. It's kind of an ugly way of doing it. See, what you can do is get the actual axis value alone. And then just like multiply whatever it is by flow value, and this would be kind of like your speed, your ship speed. You can do X, and this way it'll be negative or whatever. So if you go over here, it'll shoot up 500 is way too much, obviously. 10 actually would probably be too much. But see, now you can go forward and back. Doing an out event tick is bad form, but you can also do right UI. That's interesting. Okay, so now we kind of flying around here. Well, not flying, obviously. Um, and you could do something similar with the ascend and descend. You just have to change how the inputs are. See, I did it as action mapping. Or if we change it back, ascend, spacebar, that'd be -1. Send. Oh, and actually, okay, two. Up our ship. Now we can fly around. It's extremely simple right now, obviously, but and we don't have a way to actually get out of the ship, but this is the most simple way I found of doing it. Let's see, okay. Mouse, let's do the mouse inputs. So I think we might be able to just get away with doing this. I might have to adjust the settings in the, yeah, okay. Okay. Use pawn control rotation. And then pitch. There we go. Kind of. It needs tweaking, of course, but I mean, you can get some crazy movements out of this. Some that a ship it doesn't really do. But I mean, you have direct control over it, you know. So you'd want to add some. I don't know. Some. I guess you could call it some padding, you know. So like when you actually move the mouse to look around, you'd want to have a drag on the actual ship so it doesn't rotate too quickly, things like that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop it there. I actually gotta start getting to work here. But yeah, this is fun. I'd like to keep going with this if I can. All right, thanks, guys.